Hello and welcome to a drive through West End, Winston-Salem in North Carolina. We are specifically driving through the area around Reynolds High School, which is the high school where both of my teenage children attend. So I am very familiar with this area, and it is one of my most favorite neighborhoods and favorite areas in Winston-Salem. Some typical things that you will see when driving or walking or biking through the West End area of Winston-Salem is that you are going to see um, most lots of historical looking buildings and houses. A lot of West End's buildings and homes can date back as early as 1887, and they cover so many different architectural styles like classical revival. There's lots of Queen Anne style houses and lots of American craftsman style houses and bungalows in this area. Um, and as you can see, there are sidewalks on both sides of the street in most areas of West End, so that makes it very walkable for the residents. And you also have the high school very close to the middle school, which is on the left, which is called Wiley Middle School. And as we continue to go further down, a little bit further down Hawthorne Road, we're also going to pass the elementary school, which is also very close within walking and biking distance. So you have the high school, the middle school, and the elementary school, which is Brunson Elementary School, that are all very close together, making it a very close and kind of tight-knit community where people can grow and easily go from one place to the next. And they're very interconnected in that way. And along with, there's Brunson. And I also, side note, taught there for 7 years up until this particular year that we are in, 2022-23 school year. I did not teach there. So along with lots of beautiful architecture and different styles of homes that you have in the West End area, there are also a ton of cute shops and houses that are in West End as well. Lots of different restaurants and lots of businesses, lawyers' office, counselors, doctors' offices that are housed in some of these older buildings. There are apartments and townhouses and condos in some of these historical buildings as well. They are not just all single family homes. And now I know the question on your mind is, well, how much do these houses cost? Because some of these houses are quite large and quite spacious looking, and with them being as old as they are, it's very easy to imagine that the price tag must be pretty high on some of these houses. And you would be correct in that assumption. You may be able to find maybe like a 1 bedroom apartment or condo between 2 and 300,000 in this area. Most of the single family homes that are going to be in the 200,000 range are going to be maybe 900 square feet, something like that, 2 bedroom, 1 bath type homes. As you start to get larger, obviously the prices go higher. For most of the 3 bedroom houses, you're going to be looking more in the 300,000 and up range. They even have houses that are going all the way up into, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, just depending on which exact section of the neighborhood it is, and then obviously what the home contains. And as you can see, West End also is very, very close in proximity to downtown. And so, as with most locations, one neighborhood and one area flows into the next. There's not barriers between them. So there is maybe some lines that are gray between where West End ends specifically and where downtown begins, or where West End ends and the Ardmore neighborhood begins, or where the Buena Vista neighborhoods begin. So as we go through here, if you're interested in looking for houses in this area, you may have to do a little bit of research or ask your realtor to do a little bit of research to make sure that it is in the specific area that you want to be in. because you may just be slightly on the outside of that area, but hopefully still close enough to give you that same feeling that you get in the proper West End area. And another thing that I would like to point out, and is one of my favorite features about the West End area, and actually several other communities in Winston-Salem, is all the green. We have very, very many tree-lined streets and very many areas where you get that lovely canopy effect that where the trees just kind of create an archway over the road, and it gives lots of shade and gives lots of cooler temperatures for that area. It also, just makes it prettier and nicer to look at. A change up from all of the construction and all the buildings and everything that we have, is that we just still have lots of green spaces and green areas here. And as we're coming around this corner, you will see kind of like some athletic fields. That is where some of the sports teams at Reynolds and Wiley practice and play. And I think it's also connected into Haynes Park, which is a huge park that is kind of in the middle of this area that has, walking tracks and tennis courts and all kinds of other stuff like that. We have the West End Opera House. Opera lover like myself loves the West End Opera House, and love that we even had that here. And we also have the Theater Alliance building, where they have shows and things like that the community can get involved in and participate in, and also just support with your buying tickets and coming to see the shows. Lots of just fun things that are happening in this area. Again, sidewalks, so that even where we have lots more traffic on this road, this is Renolda Road on this end, and Renolda Road goes very, very far and cuts through many different neighborhoods. But for this section, there is sidewalk, so it is still walkable. It is still usable for exercise and just for getting back and forth from one place to the next. This road was just recently repaved. They've been doing work. I think this is Buena Vista. And I feel like Mater driving on the new road that Lightning McQueen paved in Cars. Yes, I had small children when that movie came out and saw it many, many times. And I love driving on newly paved roads. So we're circling back around. I kind of just made like a big circle. And we're coming back up on Reynolds High School again. But we're going to cut through and get to, I think, go up 4th Street instead of showing this part again, because we just came through here in the beginning of the video. So if you see a jump in the video, it will be because we're cutting out the section we've already done, and I'll start back again when I get to the 4th Street section. And here we are. This section in particular has many duplexes, apartments, condos, and these buildings that are right here. So where they look like single family houses, they are not. They are at least duplexes, if not quadplexes. There is a YMCA right there to the left, but my capable cameraman, who is my 17-year-old son, did not pan and get that in the shot. But there is a Y right there, which does lots of before and after school care for the students in the elementary school, and probably some of the middle school students as well. And then as we come up this hill and up this curve, I'd like to point out that you see all of these older houses, but there is still new construction that is going on. So we have some modern houses that have just been built and are still being built in the West End area. And those are going to be the ones that are up in the 600,000 and 700,000, if not more. Last time I checked. And we're coming around Glade Street Park, which has an awesome gazebo that people use for weddings and prom pictures. I hope you hesitate to contact me if you have any questions.